You can see my stomach, the bottom part where I guess that's the extra skin from me carrying my babies. You'll notice on the right side when I go in that you can see more stretch marks on my right side than my left side, which is part of my testimonial with using the It Works products. My right side was slightly larger than the left side, and that is about 37.5. On my right, see my stretch marks right there, and my left side, or my right side was slightly larger, about an inch. That's 33.5. And when I started using the defining gel, I actually was able to get my stomach to look the way that it is. That's almost 35. And it's actually softened my stretch marks. The way they look now is nothing compared to the way they used to look. They were pretty much like a dark purple. And that's 32.25. Oop, I dropped the camera. So there's my stomach before. Here's one side, that's my left side. There's the front. And these pants aren't necessarily ones that I prefer to wear, but I picked these out to show how they fit, and then you can see like the bulge in my stomach in the front and see my sides. And here you can see that it's a size 10. It's okay, Jordan. Size 10. And they're slightly snug, but before I was wearing a tight 14. There was no way I could imagine putting these on. I mean, I still looked pregnant when I first started wrapping in March. This is actually wrap number 7. My first 4 I used on the front. My other 2 I used just on my love handles, which are better because before I was just straight. I had no curving whatsoever in my body. And here I thought I had my wraps in my business portfolio, but they weren't in there. So I was showing you my portfolio, how it says It Works on it, and it works. That's why the name of the company is It Works. And here comes my daughter up behind me, so I asked her to step in for me while I go and find my wraps. They're in the box somewhere. Okay, that's the box. That's how they come. It says It Works Ultimate Body Applicator. It has 2 pictures of somebody wrapping their thighs and wrapping their stomach. And they actually look different now. So it'll come in a box that looks like that, but the coloring is different. It's a body skin cream impregnated cloth. It's natural botanical creams. It's got eucalyptus. It's got menthol. It smells really good. It actually smells like the Vicks Vapor Rub. It smells just a little flowery, and it'll help clear you out too. That's how they come when you open up the package. It's got 4 to a package, so you see that they're small and very easy to carry around. You can stick them in your purse if you decide to do like a last minute wrap, or if you're keeping them on hand just so you can tell some friends about them. Right now I am getting my saran wrap. You just cut the top part of it off of one of them and pull it out. You can see that it looks like a little rectangle. It's got the cream on it, so it's sticking together. So you just lift one corner up, and that's how it looks in the first fold. Then you'll lift the other corner, so that's after 2 folds. It kind of looks like a triangle with the top part cut off. Then when you pull that part up, it looks like, I don't know, maybe a weird looking monster face. Then when you open it all up, the only thing I can think to compare it to is a maxi pad, which, you know, women's time of the month, looks like a maxi pad with wings. And that little part right there, that I had my appendicitis, so that's why it looks like I have a second belly button. And that's why my stomach bothers me more than anything, is because I want to be able to get rid of the bulge so it doesn't look like I have two belly buttons. So obviously I'm choosing to put it on my stomach. You can stick it anywhere on the body, and trying to make sure I get the bulge right there so that I can get rid of that. And just lay it out flat. Make sure you stretch it all out. Flatten it all out, because after you wrap, it's actually going to box up, because that means it's working. So just flatten it all out. Get saran wrap, or you can use spandex or Spanx or ace bandage or whatever, just something to secure it in place. A lot of times I don't even use anything. Like if I'm just going to lay down and relax, if my kids are laying down and I can lay down and just relax, watch some TV with it on there, then I don't use anything. But in this situation, I'm going to use a saran wrap so that you can see. So you just lay it flat on one side, just so it's secured in place, and then you'll start turning so that the saran wrap will go around you in the back. Now in the back, because nowadays everybody's always busy, you just give it a little twist, just like that, and then continue wrapping. That way you can move. It makes it easier to move. And normally I put it in the middle of the back, but obviously I'm doing it by myself, so I can't do that. But just wrap once around, as you see. You don't have to do it any more than that. You just want to be able to make sure it stays in place and doesn't fall off. And cut it off. Just pat it down so that it stays there. You can see how it looks. It's not hard at all. I mean, it takes about 3 minutes to do it by yourself, doing the measuring. Normally I mark on my sides if I'm going to actually unwrap, but I'm going to leave my wrap on, that way you can see before and after, and I want to continue wearing it. That way the rest of the cream will soak in, because in 45 minutes 80% of the cream will soak in, so the longer you wear it, the better it is. And of course, drink your water. That way you'll flush the toxins out of your body. So as you see, my pants are a little snug, and that's because my thighs, and I want to wrap my thighs next, but that's going to take 2 wraps, and I feel like that's a waste of the wraps on myself. So okay, so this is afterwards, and I had to speed it up because my video was too long and YouTube would not let me add it. I had to use a construction measuring tape because my kids lost my clothing measuring tape, and it's hard to get it all on straight. So I started about 2 minutes early, so this is actually after 43 minutes. And my belly button came out to measure 33.5. It's hard to get it on straight, so that's why you see me struggling trying to get the measurements, because it keeps popping on my back. And the bottom, what came out to be 36.5, so I lost an inch there. I lost an inch and a half on my belly button, around the middle of my waist, and then the top came out to be 32.25. So I ended up losing 3.5 inches altogether, because an inch on the bottom, an inch on the top, and then an inch and a half in the middle. After you wrap, you'll notice that like the saran wrap is a little looser on the bottom. On the top, the wrap will actually be boxed in, which is what you see right there. It's little squares and triangles and whatnot. That's because the cream is soaked in, you're actually losing weight and losing inches. So you can see that my pants go up slightly easier. The bulge on the bottom of my stomach is a lot less. My hips are slimmer. And that's it. 45 minutes.